Good evening. It's our second Friday night fishing fan cast. I hope you're as excited as I am. Just in the office here, doing a little bit of studying. As most of you know, I'm a pastor, so that's what I really do. That's my job. That's my passion. So this kind of is just a hobby. So I wanted to jump up here tonight and figure we would run down some things that I've recently purchased, and really just this past week. I purchased a lot of stuff. Okay, so we won't break into this until a few minutes, but so my dad came in this afternoon, and he is just as big of a tackle junkie as I am, and so he ordered some baits that you aren't able to find anymore. This is the Trigger X. These are actually the flip and crawl, and they're a really cool color. It's called Muck. Can't wait to really try those out. So this afternoon I had to pick up some hooks, and so it really for something that you'll see here in just a few minutes. So we went to Bass Pro Shops and picked some up. So the first one, and this is really gonna hit to the thumbnail. I had to buy some 6/0 weighted swim bait hook, and I'm really excited about the swim bait that is in this box. I cannot wait to break it out. I can't wait to try it. I think you guys will as well. So this afternoon I had to fix my brother's rod, or three of my brother's rods actually, and so had to go by a guy here in town who builds some rods because I didn't have the guides actually on me to fix them. And he sells some tackle. And if you're like me, it's kind of hard sometimes to find a big shaky head. Well, I'm just going to tell you, I have found it. And this shaky head is gigantic. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to show you the size difference, okay? I know what you're thinking. That's not that big. Oh, but it is. Just so you know, I'm not making this up. I picked up these this afternoon because I've been throwing big worms. Okay, that's a Gamakatsu. This is a 7/0 hook, okay? Just so you guys can understand how big this shaky head is, okay? That is the 7/0 worm hook beside it, okay? This is a gigantic hook. This is going to be what I'm going to throw my big 10, my 12-inch worms on. So we're really excited about these. Even though, we've kind of gotten past that, time of the year where you're throwing big worms. It's always nice to have. So I'm going to leave these out. So here in just a moment, and I'll make sure these are Berkeley's. These are the Fusion 19s. I really like their standard hooks. They're EWGs. The only thing I really don't like is their flipping hook. I just don't like the keeper on it. I don't think it's as good as some of the other brands. So without further ado, we're going to jump into this box, okay? It's a Tackle Warehouse. Oh, this is a Tackle Warehouse box. Ordered some baits, so we're going to bust in here and talk about some new things that I found this week and some new things that I've picked up. So I've got the box open here, just so we can walk through here pretty quickly. You know, back in the early, well, I would say it's probably 2010, maybe a little bit earlier. You know, if you will, drop a comment down below here, but these baits became extremely popular. The Sebile Magic Swimmer. And I only own one of them. And it was a weird color. This one here is actually a really good color. So I picked one up because they had them on sale at Tackle Warehouse. This one here, in particular, is in a really cool color. This is Greenback Ghost. So it has a real nice looking shad color to it. This is actually the sinking version. But man, this is a little bit bigger than the one I have now. This is actually the 125 SK. And so I can't wait to throw this. As a matter of fact, I am going to take this hook off because I do not like these styles of hooks. And I'm probably going to change this hook out as well. I usually do that with all of my stuff anyway. So there's the first one. And I can't wait to throw this because right now, you know, these fish are feeding on shad. Now it's a good clear bait. You know, it's got that translucent color to it. Real nice green back, blue. It looks just like a lot of the bait fish that we have in our area. So there's the first one that we are going to be trying out here soon. So Sebile Magic Swimmer. Next, this was just kind of because I needed something to fill out a $50 order. As most of you already know, I am a huge Trokar flipping hook fan. But these are not Trokars, okay? These are Gamakatsu, and these are actually the tournament grade finesse flipping hook. So far, just what I've seen, I really actually like this hook. You know, this is something that, you know, you can throw those smaller baits on, you know, those speed crawls, you know, small flipping baits like that. So this is the finesse heavy cover hook. I really can't wait to try this hook out. Still going to use my my Trokars, but I really wanted some of those. Next, I'm a huge suspended jerkbait fisherman. And there's something critical to keep in mind when fishing a suspending jerkbait. In particular, you know, these higher end jerkbaits. So, for example, your Megabass Vision 110s, 110 plus 1, 110 plus 2. Those baits are designed with that hook that comes on it. And if you're like me, when you start changing out hooks, it actually affects the way that bait sits in the water, things like that. Just found out about this the other day. Saw it on Tackle Warehouse and had to have it because I own a lot of them. A lot of the Vision 110 plus 1s and plus 2s. The Megabass hook that comes on it, this is the one with the barb on the outside. These are super sharp. I really am only going to use these on the 110s, plus 1s and plus 2s. I'm not going to use this on any other jerkbait because I've set these aside for those. So we got those that came in. And this is something that Chris Zaldain has made popular. And this is the Megabass, almost like the spy bait jig head. I'm really, really excited about these. I've been wanting to get some for a little while. and I finally purchased some. So I'm gonna kind of pull this out here real quick, so you can see this. This is these came with a 3/0. I cannot wait to throw this. And you see, well, what did you decide to put on it? Let me just tell you straight out the pack. Here's what I like about it. I don't know if you can really tell this. If I turn it like this, you might be able to see this. This blade is different on one side. And I think that's what catches it and turns it. Straight out, super sharp hook, hand-tied bait keeper with a little fluorocarbon keeper on it. Spins super nice, super awesome. And I'm going to pair this up with a bait that I've been wanting to try. Haven't bought yet. And this is the Hazardon Megabass Shad. This is actually in the Tennessee Shad color. Because this is a 3/0, I went with the 3-inch. A lot of our fish right now are feeding on small shad. So I decided to go with a little 3-inch fella here. Super realistic looking little swim bait. Love the design of it. Love the color. Super cool color. And so we're going to put this head with this, especially, when we're up fishing South Holston Lake, which is super duper clear, a lot of big smallmouth. I think this is really going to shine, especially as that water continues to cool down. So that's the pack. Super excited about that. So that's pretty cool. So sticker head back here. That's what they look like. So I'd encourage you guys, go try this sucker out. Chris Saldine did a lot of damage on this setup this year, and I think it's a really good bait. So just a few minutes, I'm going to talk about the one that I am more excited about than anything else. And just because it is by far one of the coolest swim baits I have seen in a long time. So if I can never get these little, there it goes. So there you go. Pick up some of those. I think it'll really help you. This is the thing that I have been waiting for. And so I'm going to talk about this swim bait. I'm probably going to spend a few minutes on it. As most of you know, 13 Fishing released their new soft plastics. Well, in their lineup, they released some swim baits. And if you have not yet seen this swim bait, I'll as soon as we're off this video, I'll actually leave the link in the description to Wired to Fish's underwater footage of this swim bait. And I'm going to be honest, you're going to want to go buy one because it's that good looking. So this is the 13 Fishing and Coalition Bait Company's BAMF Shad. I want you to just look at that. Look at that bait. This bait is awesome. I'm just going to put it just pretty plain as I can. This is one of the coolest swim baits I have seen. And so I'm going to tear into this thing here. Dude, it broke my scissors. That's awesome. Yes. Well, let's see here. There we go. All right, so this is it straight out the pack, and I have done nothing to it yet. First couple things that I noticed about it. It makes this bait different. Hope you can see this. It's got a regular, pretty nice boot tail on it, but it's this top fin. And not only that, man, that is just a super realistic swim bait. Now, they suggest using the Owner Beast swim bait hook, but I have decided to go with the Berkley, and here's why. In the kit for these baits, come some nose pins, and they fit in the eye of that hook. Second thing I noticed about this bait really quickly, I'm going to try to split this open. It is hollow all the way to the top. Not a lot of room at the top. I think this bait's going to have a really good hookup ratio. So pretty much I'm just going to thread my hook through there just like that. That's going to set up my hole for this swim bait. All right, there we go. And then that right there is what it looks like. Now, I'll be honest. This is it rigged. As you can see, I've got the hook kind of pulled out here. Right out the gate, one thing that I'm not too excited about, and as I said, this is one of the cool things about doing an unboxing. So you guys are seeing this for the first time, just as I am. I'm hoping. Hold on here. If I can get it to pop through there. Okay. It's got a good bite to it once that hook pops up. But I'll be honest. It takes a really lot to get that hook to pop through. Now, I'm thinking once a fish grabs this and you set the hook, it'll pop through. I'm going to be honest what I'm going to do. And I'm going to let you guys watch this real quick. And some little snippers here. Pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and set that back. All right. But that is it. That is it rigged. And then pretty much what you do, and I'm not going to do it because I don't want to mess the bait up, but then you take the little pin here, as you can see, it just slides through there. Now this is the purple shad. A lot of our shad kind of have that purple iridescent pearl color on it. And so that's why I got that. But man, this is an awesome looking swim bait. I cannot wait. I mean this. I cannot wait to throw this sucker. So, and this may be one of those baits that, you really do, kind of push. Get it to do it here. Hold on. There we go. There we go. As you can see, I've kind of got that hook point out. I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference, to be honest with you. And then just kind of set that hook down in there. I haven't thrown it enough. I haven't thrown it yet, so I do not know what the hookup ratios are going to be like on it. The hook pops out, as you can see. I mean, once this thing, once it hits that gap, it has got a great gap to it. So we will see what it does. It may work, may not. I don't know yet. So anyway, so we've been up here quite long enough at this point. So I'm just going to kind of leave that one there hooked up. Put it back in the box. Slide that pin back in there. So this is the bait that I have. As soon as I saw it, I just knew I told my wife, I said, I have to buy that swim bait. So I got that paired up with this to the Berkley weighted Superline hook. So that's what I am going to be throwing on it. So that is what is new in my boat. Okay, so I know it's kind of an odd time tonight, 7 o'clock. As I said, I'm going to be trying to do this around 7 o'clock every week with some new baits. Actually, tomorrow I'm fishing a tournament, so keep an eye out for some tournament footage that should be coming pretty soon. Can I think of anything else before I jump off of here tonight? I don't think so. I think that's about everything. As I said, a lot of small stuff, just baits that I wanted to pick up. But this is what I was super excited for. So what I'll do is I'll actually leave the link in the description for this particular swim bait. I will admit to you, they are a little pricey. This is not a uber cheap swim bait. So I'm going to let you know it's their fourth. I think, let's see here. This is the 5. And they're $15. That's a $7 plastic swim bait. So, but man, it's super realistic looking. And so I am going to tell you, I think this is going to work really well. Some of our lakes around here have shad in them. I do a little bit of striper fishing, so I think this will be a good one. So anyway, thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. If you have any questions, dude, Big Game James, what's up, dude? I saw your video today. How do you like that Magnesium HD DC? Have you used it yet? I just recently bought the SLX DC, and I really, really like it. So I really do love that DC concept. I think it's an awesome thing. Been pouring rain. Well, here in East Tennessee, it has been bone dry, which kind of stinks. We are supposed to get some rain tomorrow afternoon, but we'll already be out the water. We're fishing. Me and my dad are fishing a tournament in the morning. So if I can think of anything else here. Oh, this is a pretty cool thing. Big Game James, have you ever used the KastKing Speed Demon? Drop it down in the comment there if you have. I own the original Speed Demon, and I got a notification the other day that KastKing is fixing to release the Speed Demon Elite, and so you can actually sign up online. It's going to retail for I think $120, and you can sign up online and get a $60 coupon. So that's a $60 reel. Can't beat it. I'm actually going to try it. I'm probably going to review it. I'll be honest. I use the one I have now, the original Speed Demon, for jig and spoon. It's the only thing I really use it for. I did have some problems with it, I'll be honest. I had the tension cap fell off and fell in the lake. So that was kind of stinky. So, but I ended up finding another tension cap that actually fit that reel, so it was okay. Big Game James. I am not a Shimano guy. I know that sounds odd. I own a few Shimanos. I own the Corrado DC and the SLX DC. I am actually a Revo. I'm an Abu Garcia guy. Most of my reels are Abus. Absolutely love them. And I have some old ones. I actually still am using. You've probably seen it in the videos. The Skeet Reese Revo. And that is old. He's been long gone from Abu Garcia. So, well, guys, we're almost hit that 30-minute mark. Big Game James, hope you are able to get out and go fishing sometime, dude. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you live in the Northwest? Is that correct? So Oregon, Washington type area? Is that correct? Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. So I will admit this, so you can keep a lookout. Seattle, cool. That's awesome. I will be doing a giveaway on the channel. Just ordered yesterday the stuff to build a new rod. That's most, if you don't know, guys already know, I build most of my rods. And so I'm fixing to build the ultimate flipping stick. And so the one that I currently have, I am probably going to give away. It's a Lew's Custom 7.6 heavy, awesome rod. I have no complaints with it. I'm just trying to get away from factory rods because I like building them. So that giveaway will be coming up in the next few weeks. And so keep a lookout for that. Maybe you can win that awesome rod. It's as I said, it is a fantastic rod. I have used it. Caught a bunch of fish on it this spring, flipping at South Holston. So if you keep an eye out, maybe you can win that cool rod. Well, guys, it has been fun tonight talking about some new baits. I'll run through what I was able to pick up real quick. As I've mentioned earlier, 13 Fishing Coalition bait companies, BAMF Shad. This is an awesome looking swim bait. I will do probably a review later. So this bait right here, super realistic. I'm actually, as soon as I get off here, in the description below, I will leave the Tackle Warehouse link to this bait, and I will leave the YouTube link to Wired to Fish's underwater footage of this bait. That is what made me buy it. So along with that, we've got the Megabass Hezadon shad. This is a 3-inch. Can't wait to try that out. Awesome color, Tennessee shad. It'll be really nice in that clear water that we have around my house. The old school Seville Magic swimmer. I think this bait's really going to do well, especially in that clear water. Call those fish up. And they're on sale, or they were. I don't know if they still are. They're actually on sale at Tackle Warehouse right now. The Megabass trebles, because you need those. The Finesse heavy cover hook from Gamakatsu. Kind of going to try these. I've been jumping around trying a bunch of different flipping hooks until I find the one that I really, really like. I've got the Megabass spy bait / jig head. They call it the screw head. Awesome bait. I'm going to pair that up with that Hezadon shad. I think it'll really catch them. These aren't new. These are actually no longer in existence. I mentioned them in the beginning, but my dad brought these to me. These are the Trigger X Flip and Crawl in the muck color. So I can't wait to try that out. And I mentioned this. Oh, here we go. 6-aught swim bait hook, Berkley. I really like the Berkley hooks. I don't think you can beat them for the price. Most of you know I've been throwing big worms. So I bought some 7-aught Gamakatsu worm hooks. And this is where I found these today. I do a lot of shaky head fishing, mentioned it earlier, but now that we have a few more people on here, I'll mention this again. Finding a big shaky head is kind of hard, but I finally done it. This is a shaky head that I picked up today from a local tackle shop. And you say, well, Josh, that's really not a big shaky head. I'm going to compare these, okay? I've already done this, but I'll do it again. 7-aught Gamakatsu worm hook. So that is what it looks like. Okay? And that is the shaky head. All right? Just so you can get an understanding of how big this shaky head really is. It is gigantic. And, this is what I can throw. Big 10-inch worms, big game James will probably jump up here real quick. I probably mentioned this. The Deep Creek 10-inch worms are awesome. And I think this shaky head will really work really well, especially on those deep fish, on Douglas Lake during the summer, Chickamauga, things like that. I think that shaky head right there is really going to do some damage. But anyway, guys, that is the baits that I have purchased this week. And so next week, it'll probably be something else. So who knows what it'll be next week, but I'll probably have something that I have been working on to show you guys. Yeah. So really, those Deep Creek 10-inch worms are really good, guys. And if you have not tried those, try them. Well, guys, my phone is ringing. I got to get off of here. It's been nice hanging out with you guys. Catch you later. Make sure to do some fishing, catch some fish. Leave comments down below. Catch you guys later.